Protoss I serve!
Target designated.
Nuclear launch detected. Detected. Nuclear attack.
Prepare to die.
Energy and critical and research.
Non-vigilant.
Energy and critical and energy and structure.
Watch your head rock.
3 men walk in, 2 walk out. This is Thunderdome! Actually, it's the Group C Tiebreakers, quite a bit different than Thunderdome. But anyways, this is the final series of the round of 16. So let's wrap this thing up, let's put a bow on it, so we can move on to the round of 8. Now, this is an upper rung tiebreaker, meaning that 3 dudes are going to be fighting for 2 spots. Quite a bit different than a lower rung one, where 3 dudes fight for 1 spot. But yeah, 2 of these guys are going to move out. And I love that too. It's like everyone's a winner, except for one very angry guy. We'll figure out who that is later. But let's start it off with Stork versus Mind on Gladiator. And I'll tell you a little bit about how the tiebreakers work in a minute, but here we go. Except over at the 2 o'clock position in red is Stork. That means over at the 10 o'clock position in white is Mind. Now, here are how the tiebreakers work. We have 3 games in each set. And basically, the first person to get to 2 wins in one set will be the first person to move out of the group into the round of 8. And then the next 2... Wow, that guy is really enjoying his cocaine, I can tell. But the last 2 players, the losers of the group who do not get 2 wins in a row, will fight off in 1 game for that second spot. So, for example, if Mind takes this game against Stork, and he moves on in his game against Shine, and he takes that one too, he'll have his 2 wins in the set of 3, so it means he moves out into the round of 8. And that'll leave Stork and Shine to fight off 1 game for that next spot. Oh, cool! Oh, I know what I'm getting soon. Oh, I'm going to get one that says like Zerg Rush on it, though. ZRG Rush or something. But yeah. For example, if Mind wins this, and then he moves on to fight Shine, and Shine wins the second game, and then Shine moves on to fight Stork, and Stork wins the third game, we're going to have to start over, because neither player will have the 2 wins they need to move out. And as you saw from the Korean Air, Group D tiebreakers, oh, those were fun, weren't they? There were 13 games in it, and yeah, these things can go endlessly. I wish they would come up with a better system, especially after the Group D debacle. But it did make for a fun little commentary. I sort of commentated those Group D tiebreakers. I made a 5-minute video out of 13 games. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. But I hope that this one does not go the 13 games, even though I like all 3 players involved. But yeah, if you would have asked me a few weeks ago, if you would have told me that this was the tiebreaker, I probably would have been like, well, Stork and Shine are going to move out easily. But I think it's a little bit more even now. Just watching Mind's play in the OSL, he seems determined to shake himself from a mediocre Terran status. Status? Wow, I don't know what language I was going into there. But yeah, Mind, he just seems very anxious, and he's been playing better, amping up his play. Even in the Pro League, he's been winning a few games in Pro League, which is surprising because, I mean, he just went into sort of a slump. I mean, the last games I commentated on with Mind in the OSL were in 2008, I believe, in the Incarud OSL, the one that Stork won. So it's been a long time since Mind was a presence in one of these things, one of these Star Leagues. But he's always been a pretty good player, obviously. He's just trying to recapture his former glory. He won in MSL against Bisu, which is a tall order back in the day, especially when he won it. It was a big upset, that final was. I'm turning into Yoda again. But yeah, he's trying to get back to that level. he's been trying for years to get back to that level unsuccessfully. But there's Stork trying to break through the choke, but Mine is fending him off, has a few Marines out to help himself protect, but Stork is not going to let off the pressure. He's coming in with a Dragoon as well to help him plow through the Marines. So let's see the micro battle between the guys here. Stork going for the kill on the Marines. Take down one Marine. Decides to back off though, since there is a Vulture in the back. But mind, he has his SCV up front to take most of the damage and act as meat shield kind of. But Stork going for more units. Oh, he takes down another Marine. He's close to taking down that Vulture as well. Oh, some nice micro battles from these dudes. And the second Dragoon coming in for Stork, so he is going to keep on non-stop aggression until Mine can get out of tank. If he can get out of tank, Mine just lost his entire army at the front, including the Vulture. So Mine, he's building a bunker, but he has absolutely no Marines to get inside the bunker, but he's going to have to get that up that bunker anyway. That's going to be the only way he can defend himself. And smartly, Mine is, while Stork's focus is at the front, he's trying to attack workers. Oh, he's almost taking down a worker. Nope, Stork gets rid of the SCV before the probe goes down. That's always a smart thing to do while your opponent is distracted by another battle, is to send in with one worker, and you're usually able to get like 1 or 2 probe kills with that. But Stork, he was vigilant. And I assumed that there was 1 Marine in that bunker now, since Stork is keeping his distance. But he does have Dragoon range, so he's staying back here, but the first tank is out for Mine, and that should be enough to fend off Stork for the time being, even though 2 more Dragoons on the way for Stork, so he's going to have 4 at the front for even more pressure, and he might even be able to take down the bunker, since he does have his Dragoon range already, and 4 Dragoons might be able to do this. There is 1 badly damaged Dragoon at the front. Got to keep that back. Almost took that down with some Marine fire, but there's Mine still kicking back. I don't think he has his siege mode yet. I don't even think he was researching it. I didn't see the machine shop spinning, but the second tank on the way, and that should be enough to defend for Mine now. So he's going to be okay with his second base. And there is Stork sending his probes out way too early. It's either too late or too early. He needs to practice on that. But he hits C on the probes and gets those probes that carry the minerals back to that Nexus. Alright, both players are going to have both bases, and still no siege mode for Mine just yet. But this matchup obviously is Stork's specialty. He's already taken down both of the Terran players in his group with ease. He's always been just a versus Terran specialist. So he is lucky to have at least 1 Terran in his group. Of course, he does have his arch nemesis Shine to deal with later, but that's later. If he can get 1 win here, it'll at least give him a better position going against Shine. But if Mind wins this matchup, goes against Shine, who is already beaten, we might see Mind getting the first spot moving out of the round of 8, which would be crazy. But Mind, I think, has already started with a disadvantage just because of how many units he lost. He's going to have to do something special to make up for that. It looks like he's finally getting a siege mode as he's going out, hovering around the 9 o'clock position. He was hovering around that with an SCV. I thought he was going to build a 3rd base soon, which would have been crazy. But Stork picking up a couple of Zealots, and I think he's going to go for Reaver harassment. Yeah, he has his robotic support bay back there and his observatory, has all the important tech he needs to harass. But he is going to have his Reaver pop soon, which means some Reaver harassment back behind that natural expansion. I'm not sure if that siege tank was within range to protect the entire natural or not. We're going to find out soon. But there's Stork. Does he have his Reaver already? He's moving out with his shuttle, so the Reaver might actually be in that shuttle. Either that or he's going to drop a couple of Zealots to get some SCV kills back behind here. But Shine has already spotted this. Shine? Did I say Shine? Damn it, I've been doing that the entire OSL. Mind! My brain! But here comes Stork being spotted by the engineering bay, of course, so Mind can keep up on everything. And the turrets are fighting Stork back. Stork not able to get any kind of harassment done. Even if he does have the Reaver in there, he's not getting anything done with it. And very annoying, soon-to-be dead Marine. Spotting the 3rd base. That's some good scouting information for Mind, actually. Sees that 3rd base coming up already for Stork. Stork is a heavily macro-focused player, so if Mind wants to take him down, he's either got to do a timing attack or throw down another base soon. Very soon. There's the Citadel of Adun for Stork. Probably working his way towards Arbiters, which is probably the best for this map. This doesn't seem to be a carrier map to me, but there is the Reavers. One Reaver on the high ground going for the bunker at the front, but he doesn't have any reinforcements, so he couldn't actually make use of a break with Dragoons or anything at the front, so that's not going to be a huge deal. But Mind was repairing that. I saw the little numbers tick up to yellow. It's alright, here comes Mind looking around, see if he can harass, but running into Stork on the high ground yet again. Alright, the fourth factory on the way for Mind, and he still doesn't have his third base, as Storks will be coming up soon too. So Mind is going to need to get some kind of harassment done. I think a drop might be the better way to go. Vulture drop inside the main, because Stork has absolutely no detection to the western side of his main. So if Mind did go for a drop inside there, I think he could get a lot of probe kills. But there's Mind throwing down a couple of mines. Oh, going straight into that Dragoon. Not fun times for that Dragoon, but it survived the attack, luckily, for Stork. And the Observer is getting a scout on these Vultures sneaking outside of the base. Let's see if Stork can intercept this. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Oh, he finds it again with another Observer. Some nicely placed Observers in this game. So Stork is going to run into the Vultures, fend them off yet again from his brand new base. Although I think he had a pylon block there anyway, so I don't think that would have been completely successful. Alright, Stork grouping up a few more units. He has another squad of Dragoons probably moving out to another, to the natural expansion actually from Shine. Just Shine, Mind, as he's hanging out there, going to try to take that high ground, make it easier for himself to intercept Mind as he moves out. Not Shine, Mind, damn it. But here come the Reaver and the Shuttle again, so Stork might actually be going for just a bulldog attack at the front, but as Mind is taking that inside base, that's going to make it very difficult to do that without a lot of Zealots, and that is something that Stork does not have at the present time, so he's got to group up some more units before he even thinks about attacking. But strangely enough, Mind has not taken the third gas or anything. I mean, he took his third base, the inside mineral only, but there is no gas at that base. But yeah, at least he put down a couple of mines to delay the bases from Stork a bit longer. Alright. There is one cannon there. That should be enough to fend off this harassment. As I said, I think drops would be the way to go in this game from now on, because Stork does a very good job of blocking himself in with pylons. And I think Stork was trying to expand down at this location, already put down one pylon. But Mind able to destroy that, going out with even more Vultures. Very Vulture-focused game for Mind. He's just been sitting inside of his base, sending out Vultures. That seems to be his strategy in this game. Working out fairly well. Got a couple of probe kills. A couple more probe kills. He snipes almost every probe that was transferring over. So that was nicely done. Not to mention he put a mine in here. Oh, Stork! Oh, one mine does land on a lot of Dragoons. Softens them up for a bigger attack. Of course, I haven't seen the amount of tanks that Mind has, so it's no telling when he's going to move out. Mind is taking his fourth base now, finally getting his third gas. There's the Arbiter Tribunal from Stork. So let's see what he can get done with that. This is be a good recall map, I think. If he can sneak by undetected, anyway. It's so hard to maneuver everywhere. If you get some units on the high ground to intercept the other units coming your way, you can cause a lot of havoc. But Mind has a nice minefield. Mind. Actually, the song that I remixed for the intro to the OSL is called Minefields. So I'm sure Mind would appreciate that. But Stork moving out with a huge amount of troops. Now he has the amount of Zealots he needs to break. So he might actually go for the break. If he still has his Reaver anyway, it would make an even more powerful attack. But yeah, he is going for the break. Here comes Stork. His Zealots are not coming out first, though. He's trying to do a little bit of mine clearing so he doesn't lose every single Zealot as it goes up. So let's see if he does throw his Zealots to the front soon. Yeah, he is coming up there with his Zealots, but Stork backing off because his Zealots were not in the correct position. He was trying to throw them up, but they got blocked behind the Dragoons. And Stork thought, yeah, that was kind of an awkward attack. I need to try that again later when I replenish my Zealot stock. Alright, Mind's still running around with Vultures. He hasn't done anything aggressive except with Vultures. He hasn't gone out with... oh, I think the Reaver went down. I saw an explosion. Actually, I think the Vultures just sniped a Reaver, which could be very bad for Stork. But this whole game has just been Vultures, 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 ground Vultures, not even Vulture drops, going around trying to snipe probes. With mixed results, but Stork still has plenty of Dragoons out there to snipe the Vultures as they run around, dart around, looking for probes. And Mind, in the meantime, has grouped up a lot of tanks. He's just grouped up tanks, hasn't lost a single tank in this game so far, I think. But here comes Stork, pushing down here to protect his newest base. Plenty of mines, but luckily for Stork, he is throwing his observer first, and not allowing those mines to drag into a huge clumping of Dragoons, like what happened earlier. But yeah, absolutely no mining at this, I guess, 5th base from Stork. Yeah, this is his 5th base now. Does he have a 6th base? I see down at the 7 o'clock position, Stork is at... I see some red units down there, but I'm not sure if he's actually put down a base. I think he might have. Alright, Stork transferring his probes back over, safely transferring them. They don't run into Vultures this time. But yeah, Stork is throwing down another base, expanding everywhere. Might be overextending himself a bit. But once he starts getting some Arbiter play out, it'll make it much easier to put on the pressure, put on the aggression, and keep his bases at the same time. Keep Mind inside of his bases, inside of his little corner of the map. That is what Stork's goal is going to be. I don't think he knows about these Vultures behind this base, though. That could lead to a lot of probe kills, that's for sure. But now Mind has a huge grouping of tanks just positioned over here. A lot of Vultures for Mind in this game. But, okay, Stork is grouping up. Look at all those Dragoons, all the clumsy Dragoons blocking the other Dragoons. Damn Dragoons. But there is that one Arbiter at the front. I think that Stork probably researched Stasis first, just to help him whittle down that tank count. But alright, he is taking the inside 2 o'clock base, going to be able to keep that too. Fending off the Vultures, and since Vultures are the only aggressive unit for Mind in this game, they're pretty weak, can't attack very much, and yeah, although these Vultures right here are probably going to get a lot of damage done. Yes, the Vultures finally sneak in. Before Stork can get any kind of cannons up, he has one cannon up now, and he's trying to fight back the Vultures with his probes. But there is going to be that one Vulture back there that might get a few more probe kills before all is said and done. But look at this grouping of everything from Mind. He even has a bunch of Goliaths to help snipe the Arbiters. But yeah, he is turtling like crazy. I haven't seen a Terran player turtle like this in a long time. Even with players like Flash, they turtle for a while, but then they go out with an attack to take down 1 or 2 bases. And try to lock down the game by taking out those production buildings. But we'll see if Mind does that. He has the tanks to do it, I think. He has the tanks to take the middle and hold it. It's just a matter of when he's going to do it. Might be a bit scared of all those Dragoons in the map. Alright, let's see what Stork can do now. He's got to do something with that Arbiter soon. He can't let Mind group up an insane amount of tanks. Yeah, but now Stork is just about maxed. He's at 193 population, so he needs to attack soon to make use of that. Might be waiting for an upgrade or two. And because I saw his forge spinning earlier, might be waiting for the upgrade. Now Mind is actually moving out. Mind is moving out to take out this inside 2 o'clock base, which he might be able to do. He has an awful lot of tanks. But Stork... Oh, the EMP landing on Stork's Arbiter. So no energy for that Arbiter. And that means no stasis of those back tanks. So this is going to be an incredibly difficult attack for Stork to do. Of course, I think he still has a Reaver or something. And that Shelly has something. It might just be getting some Zealot bombs. Some High Templar being dropped at the front, storming over everything. Of course, there are a lot of tanks still left in the back, but Stork, it looks like he has a few more storms in the tank. I still don't think Stork's going to be able to take this attack. It's going to be tough without the Zealots. I did see one stasis, though, from an Arbiter. Another stasis on the rest of these tanks, so Stork actually does take this attack. Wow. Wow, I'm not sure where those 2 stasises came from, just arbiters flying out of nowhere to the rescue. And that was well done from Stork. I always like to see a good shuttle High Templar play. When Protoss players just have their High Templar running around on the ground with their units, it bugs me to no end, because they're so weak, and then the Terran player will see them and focus on them immediately with the siege tanks, and they almost never get the amount of storms done that you just saw there from Stork. But yeah, when you come in with the shuttles, you wait for the siege tanks to attack, then you drop and you storm, and you might be able to pick them back up before the tanks shoot again. Alright, looking good for Stork now. He took a big engagement, but he backed off because he doesn't want to lose the rest of his troops. He lost a lot himself in that attack, but he grinded down the tank count from Mind, and that's what really counts, keeping down the number of tanks. Alright, Stork trying to take another base. He's expanding like crazy. He has 7 bases, going for an 8th. That's ridiculous. Actually, more than that. Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 bases from Stork. 1 being harassed now by Mind. But Mind is expanding everywhere too. He's taking another base. His 5th now. We're going to have 5 against 9 bases, but still Stork coming over here. Yes, I have 1 Archon from those High Templar that were messing around earlier, storming over those tanks. So the Archon actually getting some damage done before going down. That's ridiculous. Here's Stork coming on. Yet again, he is kind of out of Zealots, so he should probably back off from this attack. And yeah, he does back off from the attack, waiting for more speed lots. And going to be able to harass this 5th base coming up for Mind. I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to cancel that in time. Might not be. But he is moving down the map at the moment with the rest of his tanks for a counterattack down here. A lot of bases down at this 5 o'clock position too. So Stork has got to go down there with some troops to protect that. He doesn't really have a choice. He can't afford to lose this many bases, even though he has 8 now. There's Stork fighting from the low ground. That's not good. Still waning in his Zealot count, so expect to see a large stream of Zealots come down the map soon to help defend this. But here comes a High Templar at the same time. Nice stasis from Stork. More storms at the top. Even some storms on the Vultures that were attacking the High Templar. But Mind is actually coming down with his SCVs. Not sure what this is all about. Maybe just to repair his tanks and whatnot. But yeah, he's coming down to fight with SCVs, which is a bit strange. To repair, I see. He is going to try to repair every single one of these tanks. Just kind of sneaking in to that 5 o'clock with 3 SCVs. Trying to get by the defenses. Those are ninja SCVs. They're like Mission Impossible. It's like, dun, 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 dun. We made it. Well, butter my okay, no. So, more High Templar. Butter my biscuit, Mission Impossible. But, yes, the more High Templar are just waiting there to storm. Yeah, Stork has had excellent storms in this game. I'm surprised we don't see more Protoss players utilizing Storm to that kind of advantage against the Terran. I just see so many Protoss players refuse to go for that, and it ends up costing them the game. But here comes more High Templar at the front. Here comes Shine. Mind, damn it. Was trying to focus in on those High Templar, but a lot of tanks go down. And 1 cloaked High Templar. It's like a High Dark Templar. I guess a Dark Templar on drugs, but... yes, let's see what Stork can do now. He's still running from plenty of bases. He has plenty of bases going. And Mind just doesn't. He already lost his 5th base. He's starting to wane as far as his mineral mining goes. I think he's probably going to try to float over another base soon, but Stork cleaning this up down at his 5 o'clock. And there's some Goliaths and whatnot moving out to try and reinforce this line. He does not want to lose this attack. He's going to go down, try to help out the stasis units. If he can get into position. It's going to be tough to get into position because Stork has the high ground, so he's going to fire down from that. And Mind just might be backing off. He's waiting for the rest of his units. He's going to have to siege from the low ground and then force his way up there to continue that attack, which is going to be easier said than done. They're once again trying to attack over here, but the Dark Templar... going to harass and probably force that base down to be cancelled, rather. So Stork looks like he might lose a base down at the 7 o'clock, but Mind is trying to build a turret. He does scan, so he will be able to get rid of that Dark Templar. but not after a lot of damage is done, denying that base yet again. As Stork is pushing up the high ground again. He does have some speed lots at the front, so he is going to be able to drill through the tanks. And, yeah, he's going to go over here and destroy that 5th base yet again. He has plenty of troops to do it, I think. So he is coming up here. As long as he doesn't fall into a huge mine trap, I'd say he's pretty much going to be able to get this done. Ran out of zealots again. Stork just can't keep his zealots in this game. Of course, they've been doing a good job. Doing what zealots were born to do. Drag mines and basically be meat shields. Good job, zealots. But, oh, mind. Another pissed off GG from him. Mine gets so angry when he loses to Stork. Not sure why. But he throws the headphones away and flies off into the distance. But Stork takes game 1. So let's see how he does against Shiny McShinerson. Moving on.